Well, that's different. Hey dear, hi dear, oh dear. Welcome everybody to another Minecraft episode on the Project Hydra server. My name is fandoman, and it is a pleasure to have you all aboard. I noticed something when I was uploading my last episode of the server. I have 100 subscribers. That's insane. Thank you all so much for constantly tuning in and watching my content. It is so crazy to think about the fact that 100 people are consistently tuning in and watching this stuff, and it makes me so happy. So thank you all again for watching. I really appreciate it.
Can't help but notice you haven't done a safety inspection of my bunker.
Would you like a safety inspection of your bunker?
I feel like that's only fair, right? Considering you're going around safety inspecting everyone else, right? So
Sure. Let me just turn on the old spawn count, and let's see if we can find any zeros. Let's see here. Anything behind? I see a couple red spots right here. Oh, never mind. I was also informed that the roads are property of the Empire. Is that your Empire, Hench?
the roads are gifts to the community made by the Empire, yes. But they are communal roads. They're not owned by anyone in particular. We just took it upon ourselves to give the community roads.
Who is we? Who owns this Empire?
The Emperor.
And who is the Emperor?
Well, he's the Emperor. His true identity is I don't even know who he is. I just know him as the Emperor.
Okay, so you work for the Emperor who owns the Empire.
Correct.
We have a single shulker box in the exact center. I think we could pass this as a shulker monster egg and not an actual shulker monster because it's just the one. Is this the upstairs?
Yes, correct.
Whoop. Bubble Vader, very safe. You won't drown in
Very
those.
safe.
That's excellent. Okay, this is a fall hazard right here. Okay, so yeah, the only opportunity for you is working on those fall hazards. Thanks for letting me inspect your base. I have a main sewer line to construct.
All right, see ya. Bye.
We are back at the shopping district, and new shops are constantly coming up. We got a Skulk and Deep Slate shop. We have this redstone shop monstrosity here. And this down here is Ritro's Ritro Shop Incorporated, back from season 1. 1 diamond is 2 oh, they accept potato coin again. Excellent. Wait, what's this? Shulker full of netherite blocks for one of this thing. There's nothing special about this item. I just so happen to have a shulker full of netherite blocks. So, there we go. Easy money. Time to check up on our NFT shop. Let's see what kind of bids we got here. So yeah, we sold 7 out of the 21. That is a third of them sold. That is amazing. All right, let's find the NFT ledger and assign these to the winning bidders. I updated the ledger for the NFTs with their new owners. Now to send these NFT items to their respective owners. NFT delivery.
Oh, yes.
Let's see here. Oh, you got barrels. Perfect. Silver tongue for the TNT. And you also got the goldfish and the bookworm. It has been a pleasure naturally being free of taxes with you. Sly,
If you're looking for the doorbell, this is it.
Oh, please ring.
Hello? Oh, hi Fendo.
Sly showed me your doorbell.
Yeah, it's nice, isn't it?
I really like it. Well,
Oh yeah, my NFTs. I almost forgot about them.
yeah, I have your NFTs. And you got the cupcake, the limelight, and the keynote. You opened a post office, didn't you?
Yes.
I'm gonna have to check that out. I heard more people have purchased NFTs, so I'm gonna need a service to send the rest of them because I don't have time.
Yeah, luckily it's free. I mean, you can tax free, right? So
Yeah, you can't tax free. I'm gonna go to the post office to mail the rest of them.
Alright.
Bye, Grugo.
Postman's gonna come by probably. See ya, bye.
That's right. Grugo made a post office. We'll be able to deliver the rest of the NFTs to people without having to lift a finger. Alright, I heard we got some new bids, so let's check it out. Cyrusy, Chair Danny. Wait, is this the rest of them? Is this 14? 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Oh, it's the rest of them. This is unprecedented. I have sold every single one of my naturally free of tax items. Now we just have to head on over to the equipment district to find the post office. Post Auto. Oh, it's the postal truck. So I went on Discord and I think I figured it out. So the first one is going to go to Chairman and Danny. So I'll put a destination paper in here. I think it's supposed to bleep or something. There it is. Okay, so it bleeped. And then I put all the destination items, so all the things for delivery in here, which Chairman and Danny purchased 12 of these. So they get all these. Okay. And then I just hit this one done. And I believe it took everything, so we just go bloop. Let's see, we're gonna do Cyrusy next. Throw it in, wait for the ding. There it is. Fairy Tale and the Whetstone. And boop. Well, thanks, Grugo, for the post office. This is a really cool invention you got here. Thanks to the post office and Grugo over there, I have successfully distributed all 21 NFTs to their respective owners, meaning I don't have to sell any of these ever again. I may have made a huge amount of profit on the NFT items, but they're not mine anymore. So I hope those who trade and exchange the NFTs for the rest of the season really enjoy them and make lots of diamonds or potato coin or whatever kind of currency you want, or even these themselves. Collect them all. Today's episode is brought to you by ice. You'll be slipping and sliding across your Minecraft world when you encounter ice. Ice comes in 3 varieties: regular, packed, and blue. Regular ice has a tendency to melt when placed next to heat sources. Packed ice and blue ice will not melt, and blue ice is extra special because it's extra slippery. If you were to make a giant field out of blue ice and place a boat on it, you'd have a super fast racetrack for all your friends to compete and have fun with. And how? Redstoners love ice. If you were to take an item and place it into this hopper track right here, it would take a super long time to get to your chest, and having all these hoppers active would create a lot of lag on your server. But if you were to use ice, it travels straight into your chest with just one hopper. Talk about efficiency. Ice. Frozen fun for everyone. So the next plan for the episode is to create some infrastructure here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to create a sewer system leading from each and every one of everyone's bases directly into the recycling center, so no one will have an excuse not to recycle. It'll be as easy as throwing items right out your front door into a bin, and the water streams will take them all the way to the recycling center. But of course, I can't just do haphazard pathways willy-nilly. I need to have some sort of structure in mind. So let's take a look at a map real quick. Okay, so what we're looking at here is a map taken from Dynmap. We got the recycle center up in here in fuchsia, and I've highlighted everyone's bases in the same color, as well as the road system in red. So what I think the best thing to do for the sewer system is to follow the road. So if we started here at Chairman and Danny's base, and we connected the main sewer line to follow the road this way, go all the way back towards Ritro's base, and then up and back into the recycle center, kind of like this. we'll have the main corridor for the sewer taken care of. Then all we need to do is link up in a tree branch fashion to the sewer system itself, just like this. That way, we only have to make one long tunnel and then a bunch of tiny offshoots going into it, and it all will flow straight to the recycle center. Make sense? No? Good. So rather than a conventional time lapse of the sewer system, because the majority of it is underground, what I'm basically going to do instead is show you how it's made. So what we're going to do is we're going to dig a hole down to the stone, and then we're going to round it out so it looks nice. Pillar up with our stone, leaving a 2-block high gap in the direction that we want the water to flow. For decoration, we're going to leave this side flat, and then we're going to use stone brick stairs along the tops. Finally, we're going to take some iron bars and place them on the top. That way nobody falls in themselves, and then if they wanted to, they could just throw their items in, and they all get sent along their way. Then at the bottom of our little chute, we're going to place a water bucket, and then this will flow as long as it possibly can flow until we reach the end of it, where we will put a piece of packed ice and a pressure plate. So when the items reach the bottom of the chute, they will flow along the water stream, cross the pressure plate, and the ice will send them to the next one, where we will place another water bucket and it will keep sending it down the line. Then we just repeat the process until we reach the recycle center. I've hooked up a disposal station to pretty much everyone else in the starting village, but this house right here is Cyrus's. Now, I talked with Cyrus about where he wanted his disposal station to be. He told me that he wanted it in the most inconvenient place possible. And then I got to thinking, what if I put it on the second floor of his house? Of course, I got to thinking once I got to the top of the window here, what if we kept going? So forget about the second story window. We're gonna make him go to the roof. Sai, you want it inconvenient? I'm giving you inconvenient. So now Sai has a nice little chimney effect going on here, and I have to say it does look pretty good. Like, he can go on top of his roof to dispose of any unwanted items down his chimney and straight into the sewers. But that's still not inconvenient enough. How can we make this even more inconvenient for him? I'm thinking we make it taller. A lot taller. I can see my house from here. I can see both of my houses from here. In fact, I can see everyone's houses from here. I may have gone a little crazy, and I may have built this thing all the way to the build limit. It takes about 4 rockets just to get up here. So that's why I installed this little 1x1 ledge so Cyrus can safely land here and throw his stuff into the chute. I can barely fit the whole thing in the camera. It's one of them structures you can see from space. Can you imagine? Like, you wake up in the morning, you know, you wake up in the morning, you step out the front door, and you just... you can't even see. Poor Cyrus. Oh, man. This is a furnace, and all these items can act as fuel to power the furnace. But what if there was a way to provide unlimited power to your furnace without ever having to lift a finger? So on today's Handicraft Corner, I'm going to be showing you how to make a self-fueling furnace using just a little bit of redstone and some of the blocks behind me. So what you want to do is you want to take your collection system right there. You want to place a hopper into there, put your furnace right on top, and then you're going to want to extend a couple hoppers out for your fuel line, as well as a hopper on top for your product line. So the things you want to be smelted go up into this chest, and the things you're going to be smelting with are going to be on this hopper line. So we're going to take a nature block, preferably something that bamboo can grow on. And we're just going to place that there with a couple bamboo on top. Next up, we're going to build some building blocks behind them and place our normal pistons right there. Behind them, we're going to put some more building blocks, and then we're going to do some observers facing away from us, so it looks like this. Lastly, we're going to put some redstone dust right behind them. Lastly, we're going to contain our system by placing glass all over the area here. This way we minimize losses of bamboo due to flying outside of the range of the hoppers. So we're just going to go ahead and accelerate the growth reel here. And as you can see here, the pistons are actively shoving the harvested bamboo into the hoppers, which ends up in our furnace here. And then we can use it to smelt whatever we want. Soon we'll have some freshly baked charcoal in no time. Now, of course, you may run into a problem with this system where you run out of fuel to continue smelting your logs. Well, this can be solved with one easy trick. Add more bamboo. The more bamboo plants you plant, the more observers you use, and the more pistons you have throwing them into the hopper line, the more fuel you'll have. So all you need to do is expand it until you have twice as much fuel going into your furnace as you would items to be smelted. So if your friends don't find you captivating, they should at least find you crafty. Now, if you would excuse me, I've got to fuel up. So Halloween is coming up, and in the spirit of the spooky season, I thought it would be nice to take a couple levers and dispensers over to people who happen to be AFK at the time, and see if they want to, well, get into the holiday spirit. What should we do with an AFKer? What should we do with an AFKer? What should we do with an AFKer early in the morning? Maddie's wearing a helmet, so I can't put on one of my Happy Halloween pumpkins on him. But what I can do, way, hey, and up he rises, way, hey, and up she rises, way, hey, and up they rises early in the morning. There we go. Stick him in a cauldron with a trapdoor on it. Stick him in a cauldron with a trapdoor on it. Stick him in a cauldron with a trapdoor on it early in the morning. Another facet of the Halloween festivities is, of course, trick-or-treating. So we did the trick to Maddie, so naturally we have to give him a treat. So I'm going to make a giant pumpkin right here in his base. And of course, it wouldn't be right if I didn't actually give him a treat. So we're gonna put a little diamond block in there. Trick and treating. All right, let's see who else we can visit today. Of course, my neighbors to the west. Chair Danny, Pumpkin, and Stem. Done. Domino Phoenix. Perfect. Next. Okay, we got Hench here. There we go. All right, Cyrusy. Perfect. Happy Halloween. Bloop, bloop, bloop. I'm so happy these things are easy to build. Happy Halloween, everybody. I hope you all have a safe and fun Halloween as well. In the meantime, I gotta move on with the episode. The sewers are all done. You may not be able to see it, but underneath the ground we have pipes running all the way into the recycling center, so everyone in the starter village can deposit their items directly from their base into the recycle center. I'm very happy with how this turns out. But now I want to turn our attention to the Rattlin tree, because we got to add some branches on these limbs. So I think we should take a look. Hang on, what's this? Book and quill. And a turtle head with my name on it? Once lightning strikes the ground, come to the place of knowledge. Wear the mask. Make sure you're not followed. Seth. Who's Seth? Waiting for rain. I'm a druid. I should be able to summon a thunderstorm. Let's see there. Hey there. Hi there. Or there. Let there be rain right there, near there, the thing. What do you know? It worked. My druid magic made it rain. I did it.
Nice. I mean, with this mask, I feel right at home.
Oh, there's lightning.
I have the power right over this rain, so we know where to go.
You have the riptide. I'll follow you.
Please follow me.
I am following. Oh, cool.
Welcome, friends. We have observed you for the past few weeks, and we noticed that all of you share something special. You are dissatisfied with the way that the Empire is ruling our shared land. We believe it's time to do something about it. Therefore, hereby we are gracing you with this opportunity to join our resistance. What do you say?
Does this mean, no more taxes?
Yes.
Sign
I
me
think
up.
It's time to.
That's all you're really against, paying taxes. The rest is fine.
That's all I need.
Wonderful. Before we share any secrets and make plans to take down the evil empire, you need to prove yourself. We're giving you a special task. During the next week, disturb the workings of the empire in your own chosen way. Do a so-called prank, and we will judge if you're ready to join this amazing society. The one that does the best prank will be granted the status of my right-hand man.
Oh.
Ooh.
Yes.
There's one important thing I have to mention. It is of most importance that we do not know each other. We know who you are, but the group as a whole can never know who everyone is.
Now we all get splashed.
Ah.
Oh.
Alright, any more questions?
Everybody but
The roles have reversed. How the turns have tabled.
Well, that was fun. Barring any more interruptions or revolutions, it's time to turn our attention to the Rattlin tree. Time to put some branches on this tree and maybe clean up a couple chickens while we're at it. All right, shulkers down. It's time-lapse time. Well, I'm quite happy with this. We got branches on the limbs of the tree. I know there's a lot of squigglies going on, and there's a lot of gaps in the tree, but that's natural. That's what we're doing. We're doing an organic build, and once we start putting the leaves on the branches, it's going to fill in really nicely. I did do a contrast between the spruce and oak for the branches, and I think that's going to go really well once we put leaves in to cover everything, to give some contrast so you can actually see the branches through the leaves. When we get there in a couple episodes, you'll see what I mean by that. But yeah, let's do a quick flyby here. Yeah, it's looking a lot fuller. Like I said, we got a stark contrast, but once we get leaves and more twigs in there, it should fill out real nicely. So as I was making my time lapse and building the branches on this tree, I was thinking about what kind of prank I should pull on the Empire. But as annoying taxes are, the Empire has done some pretty great things. Like they built the roads, they got some infrastructure, they built the entire shopping district, they even blew up my shop. They blew up my shop? They blew up my shop! Like, my cart! Where's my cart? Of course you realize this means war. And what's this in the middle here? Oh, I know what this is. This is very special. This is a seed. But not just any seed. A rare seed and a... Nope, I'm not doing that. This is an andesite tree seed. And all it needed to start growing was a little bit of sunlight. By this time next episode, this seed should grow into a pretty big tree, I reckon. What an episode this has been. Our NFT shop was a huge success. We sold out of every single one of our naturally free of tax items. After the success of our NFTs, we turned our attention towards making a sewer system for our recycle center here. And we successfully hooked up pipes to everyone's base in the starter village. We added some branches on the limbs of our Rattlin tree. We also added trick and treat pumpkins to everyone's bases so that everyone gets a little Halloween surprise. And of course, we saw that the Empire has destroyed my gunpowder cart. But they seem to have revealed a special andesite seed. So I want to thank all of you for watching today's episode. All 100 of you subscribers there. Look at you all being awesome like that. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey through the Project Hydra server. I look forward to seeing you all next time, where we will be working on the tree again, of course. I have some revenge planned for what the Empire has done to my cart. So we'll see phase 2 of my anti-tax plan. And then I have a special surprise in store for anyone who's a fan of Season 1 of Project Hydra. We're going to be doing a little surprise throwback. So you'll have to wait until then to find out what it is. In the meantime, leave a comment guessing what you think it's going to be. But until then, bye for now. On that limb there was a branch, a rare branch, and a rattling branch, and the branch and the limb, and the limb and the bough, and the bough and the tree, and the tree and the hole, and the hole and the bog down in the valley, oh. Oh, the rattling bog down in the valley, oh. Rare bog and a rattling bog, and the bog down in the valley, oh.